Because of a little book I wrote, I've been out and about in the public more than I have been in a very, very long time. If we've yet to meet, my name's Julie Whitlatch, and my husband Bill was killed in a plane crash August 1st, 2014. And I think other folks who have had loss may understand this. Right after he died, I didn't leave the house. I mean, I just pretty much did not leave the house, only for absolute necessities, like, for instance, planning his memorial. And nearing a year, I started going out some. I started venturing out, and I know the first time I thought, gosh, if I'm at, a public place, a restaurant or something, and I start crying, there's going to be those in the restaurant. It's a small community. You're bound to run into people you know. And because my husband's plane crash was on the front page of the paper, people knew about it. People, they knew about it. So I was thinking before, kind of in anticipation of going out early on, I thought, if I'm at lunch and in a public place, and if I start crying, which there's a pretty fair chance that's going to happen, there will be some people that will say, my goodness, there's Julie Whitlatch, and it's been a year and she's still crying. And I thought, on the flip side, if I happen to be able to squeak out a smile or, heaven knows, or heaven forbid, even a laugh, there will be those that may say, my goodness, there's Julie Whitlatch. Her husband died only a year ago, and there she is smiling and laughing, And I decided at that point, it came to me, and this is a gift I want to give any of you in a similar situation. It occurred to me, I cannot care what people think about how I handle and have handled and continue to handle my grief. I can't, because I must be true to my feelings. I must be true to my feelings. And I don't want to stifle tears. That's kind of like, I have people say that all the time. They'll say, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to make you cry. And that's sort of like saying, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to let you be a human being. And I don't think we should stifle our laughter or our tears. I think if it's genuine, my goodness, be genuine. And my husband Bill, boy, he had that gift. He did not care what people thought. He truly didn't. In fact, sometimes I think he almost did stuff just to make people talk. It was like, oh, honey, it's like I felt like I couldn't hardly take him anywhere because I was scared of what he might do. But he had it going on. He smiled all the time. When you say his name, that's the first thing people usually, besides his brilliance, that's one of the things they think of right away, is how he smiled all the time. And I've come to know, I believe he smiled all the time because he was so absolutely 100% true to his genuine self. And when you are, it doesn't matter much what people think. It really doesn't. If I can gift you that, especially people who have gone through a trauma, actually anybody, you know what, it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter. I guess I just especially think about when people have gone through a horrible loss or horrible trauma. You are so broke down already. You're emotionally spent. And to have to try to manipulate your mood to satisfy what other people might think, I think is a pitiful state of affairs. I really do. So here's my advice. Let yourself feel what you feel. I think if we all did that, if we all genuinely did that, it's like kids. Kids have it going on. They just feel what they feel. Our dogs are the same way. They just feel, and they just are who they are. They're not trying to impress. They don't get embarrassed. And I think that's a trait we all could learn from children and our animals. I really do. And especially after great loss or any kind of trauma where you're, like I said, you're already so broken down, take that burden away of what other people think. dang it, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You know, if that's all they have to do is to talk about how you are handling your grief, if that's all that they have concern over, I'm kind of worried about them. You know, I'm kind of worried about them. So feel what you feel. You know, just feel what you feel, and that's it's a curious thing, because since Bill died, I've told people this, that I feel like I'm living life inside out. I take in everything. I feel everything. And some of what people see, I don't think they're real comfortable with, because most people don't do that. We you know, we're always massaging our feelings to make them more socially acceptable or something. And I don't know. I just think I'm over it. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of over it. And maybe I'm kind of lucky because I have nobody embarrassed, just me, and I don't care. So there you go. I recently had an encounter with an individual, and this person said to me, "Oh, I hope that didn't hurt your feelings." And my response was, "You can look me in the eye and tell me you know, hate my guts and you think I stink or whatever you want, and it's not going to hurt my feelings. You know, I'm not going to take that personally. It doesn't make me happy that you know, hate my guts. It doesn't make me happy at all, but I'm not going to take it personally, because that's on you. You know, that's on them. I am who I am, and that's all I can be. You know, that's got to be good enough. And if it's not good enough for you, I'm sorry, you know, but that's on you. That's on you." So, just some thoughts about feeling our way through life, and feeling our way as we travel home to happiness. Part of the deal is you got to feel. For me anyway, I just have to feel. And I show those feelings, and, you know, waterproof mascara is a wonderful thing, because, you know, the tears come. They just come. And I thank you for coming. I hope somebody someday will take one little bit of what I say and have that help them in one little, you know, time of their life. That's what I hope. That's just what I hope. And I love you, and I hope you come back, and I'll be yapping at you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.